Clyde Hoke was a tank commander in Vietnam in 1968 and 1969. Clyde suffers with post-traumatic stress disorder and traumatic brain injury from a large anti-tank mine. He went on to become an international award-winning author.
I write a veterans column for a local newspaper. I also write a column for a state prison. People told me I should expand my horizons, so here I am. I write to educate, motivate, and preserve history. I want to talk to you about what it's like to be a hero. People have come up to me and said, "You didn't tell me you were a war hero." I said that's because I'm not. We use that term hero way too loosely. I don't think actors or athletes qualify. I had the privilege of knowing 3 people who, in my opinion, were real heroes. Ray Ira Hawes and I grew up together. We were together since we were little kids, always together. He was sent to Vietnam, and he felt he was going to die over there. So he didn't want a job where he had to take someone else's life. So they made him a radio man, one of the most dangerous jobs you could have. He and his platoon sergeant were out on patrol when they got ambushed. Both of them hit the dirt. Ray got back up on his knees, realized his platoon sergeant wasn't moving, so he grabbed him by the web gear and tried to pull him to safety, and that's when Ray was shot fatally. I can't think of a more heroic way to die than trying to save someone else's life. William Gilbert was another man that I thought was a hero. He volunteered to go to fight the war in Korea. He did some absolutely amazing things, and he was wounded by American airplanes, and he was captured by the Chinese when they made their big push south. He was forced to march 200 miles with no medical attention. If he couldn't have kept up, they would have just shot him. He was held as a POW under some of the worst conditions possible for 2.5 years. Leonard Tagley was another one I think is kind of a hero. I talked Leonard into going in the Marine Corps. He was involved in a fire explosion in Da Nang. He was wounded so severely that he lasted for 3 weeks before he succumbed to his wounds. Imagine what those 3 weeks were like, being so burnt and mutilated. If anything you hear or see in my ratings that is not true, please let me know. I don't want to hand out false information. Thank you for listening. This is Clyde Hoke.